of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So UCLA's offense will go to work first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Throwing, Underwood. Finds his man. It's Hansen. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 1st down and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. The short hands. It's Knight. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A first down for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver to throw. It's Iamaleava. Might be looking to run. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Knight. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. On the option, the pitch. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Oh, and he hit the upright. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Bulldozes his way through. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It's the conference finale today. Win this, win extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
On the snap, it's Marshall. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. The run inside. It's Knight. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Imaliava on the play action. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. And his throw is incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This one's complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Another incompletion on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're now up 9-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The DBs will back off a bit. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense drags him down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
Got it down the field. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got him downfield. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Underwood makes the grab. It's Marshall. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Bryce Underwood to the air again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Fires to the big fella. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Iamaleava on the move to his left. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Using the quick game. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now here, 2nd and long.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Iamaleava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava hauls it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Bruins are marching down the field. Makes the catch and he's free. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Looking for the two-point try. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Back open in the middle. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion but was denied. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Plucks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, it's complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. They'll go to the counter. Can't get him to the ground. Quick with the spin move. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over. Big Blue with the response.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. Picks up the first down. Wide open spaces. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
So here comes the Michigan offense. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Underwood on the play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Underwood. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. On the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, they try to go quarterback designed run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Blasted as he lets it go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down?
Got it! He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more at the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Iamaleava got it set up on the outside. Looking for room at the 30. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get one 1st down. And Palmer, they can run it. They can play it safe. But they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too.